Greetings and salutations. And we're back with another day of Final Fantasy VI Brave New World. And today we have news. Both really bad news and kind of neutral news and good news. And the first thing is, well, this looks different. Yeah, I have two save files now. And if you'll notice that when I saved last time, we were at like 14 and a half hours or something. And this says 11:22, and you might be wondering why that is. Yeah, so after last episode, I was looking over some notes, and I noticed I did mess up stuff at the dinner banquet. And I was like, okay, cool. But while I was looking through my items to like verify things, I somehow corrupted my save file. And I have bad news for you. The only prior save I had was all the way back in the Narsh mine with Terra, where we did the save state to show you what was in those chests before I found out that the game doesn't have the better chests later in the game. So the only thing I had was that save state, which was 15 minutes into the game. Now, I record quite a few days in advance because later this month I have to be out of town, so I'm trying to get a buffer of videos so while I'm gone I still have uploads so you can enjoy them. So I spent that time, that buffer time, and to basically get caught up to where I am now here. I played through the entire game again, all the way up to this point. So my levels are going to be generally the same, but they might be slightly different. Items may be slightly different for what I have versus what I had before. Like I know, for example, like I have way less holy waters. I completely forgot to buy them. But most things should be similar. Like I should have most of the same items. I found there were items in the Magitek factory that I completely forgot about. We got those. I have extra ice brands and electric and flame tongues. Like I still bought the one of each of them, but we got extra ones, flame tongue and ice brand in there. And we also, I screwed up in the, so that was the bad news and the good news, obviously. So we're back. We have everything we want to keep going. But yeah, I played 11 hours in like 2 days when I wasn't busy to get completely caught up to where we were. I played better, I would say. I didn't wipe on any fight. The fights that gave me a lot of trouble, we made it through. Dataluma was still a very long fight, but we didn't have any. We did that with like 1 or 2 Phoenix Downs instead of 10. But also in the banquet with Gestal, I messed up. The question where he said, hey, do you, I'm sorry for poisoning Doma, and I said, what's done is done. That was the worst answer, and I was like, I should have another item here. So when I went back through, I got everything, and I did the correct one, which is, you should apologize again, or not apologizing, whatever the middle option is. What you did was inexcusable, I believe is that one. But anyways, by getting the best score, we gained an additional black belt. So we now have 2 of those, something I didn't have before. So yeah, like I have 1 equipped here and we have 1 in our inventory. So having a second one's pretty cool. I'm probably not going to need it for any of my current stuff with parties. Because I probably will only have 1 equipped on any given party. But later in the game, you know, it will be really nice to have a second one of those. So I'm happy to have it. But yeah, went through the entire game again. We're back. We made it back here. Some people are a little lower level than others, or maybe a little bit higher. I think Locke was 20 when we got here. I think Terra's probably a little behind from where she was. But yeah. So I've taken extra steps now to make sure I have additional backups. So I have an extra save file, as we saw there, and I have a couple extra save states which I'll be using at the end of episodes. I'm basically going to be saving to those And then I've also disabled every quick load possible for loading any save state. So if I'm typing, I don't accidentally screw something up. I shouldn't have to, but yeah, we made sure everything was... I don't want to risk that again because, yeah, I spent 11 hours catching up. I mean, I'm not 11 actual hours. While I was doing it, I did do speed up through a lot of the story stuff that I'd already seen, so I didn't care about that. So it was probably more like 7 to 8-ish hours. But yeah, I basically had to replay from the beginning of the game. But we're back, so we're going to keep going. And last time we got to Thamasa here. Oh, the big thing that has probably changed, we don't have them in our party, but Gao. I have more rages this time around. There's like 5 or 6 rages that I got that we didn't have before. We'll go over that whenever we see Gao again. But yeah, we're back here. Last time we helped get Realm out of a burning house, and now we're headed to this mountain west of Thamasa. So yeah, that's what I had to do, which is a little unfortunate because I now have lost a few extra days worth of recordings. So yeah, it's gonna be certainly interesting. These guys, we're not gonna do much damage to you, are we? What do you have? I forgot what you have. Yeah, we'll see what split damage does, but we may be just solo casting that. Well, that's pretty good. Anyways, we have the setup here with, I have lock on the Drain Sword, which is really, really nice. And he has a Switchblade. I don't know if it's going to matter, and I may switch that out to just a shield eventually. But if we come across any human enemies, that's going to be really nice because we know that it... if he successfully steals when he attacks like that, he gets another turn immediately. I also... Gatorhide. I also don't remember... I think that's something for you. Yeah, I don't remember anything. I'll be quite honest. Anything about the map in this place. So I don't know which way we're going to be going. We have a lot of mana, so I'm okay using the level 2 spells. That's good enough. Alright, so we can rotate those around if we need to. I will know where the end is when it happens, but I will try my best to hopefully not. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just going to one-shot everything with Terror there. That's really nice. I kind of hope that we find a healing point, because otherwise I will be running out of mana. Okay, so this is just the same thing on the left here. Perfect. So we know the little guys definitely lose. You need to be careful because we have a... What rod do you have on? Oh, that's not good. For some reason my lock does not hit very hard though. And I want to save my healing as much, or mana for offense as much as possible. 243, you still don't feel like you hit that hard. That's kind of unfortunate. You have the Thunder Rod. Okay, so that guy is not really weak to Thunder. Let's give you the Fire Rod. It seems like they hit decently hard here, or fire so far. But yeah, if we saw it bottom left there, that's the way we went. But we're gonna go, hey, who's that? What is Realm doing here? So this looks like the way forward. Hopefully not be too bad going through here. Kudzus. Like I said, I'm okay spending Terror's mana. I do know, if we look here, fire costs less than ice, and bolt costs more, so, but apparently, those looking this information up, in the documentation, hey, we saw Realm at the bottom left there again, they have adjusted values, so fire is the weakest, followed then ice, and then bolt. So that is pretty nice. But then they change their MP values based on that. So like fire is 16, ice 2, or fire is 4, ice is 5, bolt is 6. Then it's rank 2 spells, they gain, they need 4x the MP, so 16, 20, 24. And then the rank 3 spells, which we don't have access to yet, but they will be 3x the rank 2 spell, so 48, 64, and something, or 40, 60, and whatever the other one is, 72, I guess. Oh, this was a lot faster to this section. Why did I think this was going to be later? Anyways, there's a couple statues there. Yeah, I have you on the Rising Sun, but I didn't really have you attack. So we're going to give you the Electric Sword, and we're going to put you back on the Mystery Veil here. Because this gives you the spellcast on your sword up. I think everyone else should be good here. If I have to give Locke a shield, we can. Oh, they represent the Warring Triad. What is the Warring Triad? Well, they're not all goddesses, but yeah, the gods and goddesses of magic in this game. Yeah, but these are just idols. These are representations. These are not the actual ones. Yeah, it looks like we need to head out up that way. Alright, but before we go down there... Ooh, look at that. Cool. And it's the same thing on the back, I guess? Yeah, okay, so it is. Well, that's cool. I like that they added this because it's original. I don't think this was in the original game at all. Anyways. Ultros, what are you doing here? The last time we saw you was the Opera House, right? I think so. Where you kept saying movie quotes, and this is opera. Oh, and it's Ultros. He's lovely. For boss time. Anyways, hello Ultros. I don't think he has... anything that I care for. I don't think he has anything to steal. So, but anyways, we want to give Shrega regen. Regen is, shockingly, really good. Also, we want to switch your Fire Rod out for a Thunder Rod, because I believe Ultros is indeed weak to... where did it go? Is it all the way at the bottom? No way. Is weak to lightning. So we want to basically keep going with that. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. Anyways, for Locke, we probably should just have him cast magic, but also it looks like physical attacks he's going to counter with his thing there. But yeah, as we see here, 2,500. And Terra also has a sword. Not nearly as powerful, but that's okay. Easy there, Grandpa. What are you calling Grandpa? Ow! Did that just do more than his max life? That's concerning. Alright, we will give you regen again. Most of my damage is going to come, by the way, from the Thunder Rod and the Electric Sword. It's too bad we only have one Electric Sword. Otherwise, I would have... Yeah, you only have... Wow, I did not realize that. That's unfortunate. This can set Blaze. Blaze can set Sap, though. Yeah, we're going to put Blaze on him. Get him Sap set up. And we have regen on Strago, but yeah, I mean, if he hits him with Tentacle, like, it just dies from full life, so... Also, Blaze does just good damage. Fire did okay against you, but yeah, I have Shell, but not Safe, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and see what Fire 2 does. I do want to still be careful. I mean, El Nino does hit decently hard, but I don't think anyone should be at risk of dying. Terra and Strago both have half water damage, and they're in the back row. So yeah, please don't kill Locke. He should be casting Cure first. That's rude. Oh, nice. Good job, Terra. Alright, so he has Sap on him, so we're just going to keep thing. And yeah, we'll just heal. Hopefully we don't get slowed here, but if we do, we can take care of it. Really all we're looking for is, yeah, these procs, because they're going to do so much damage. I don't have haste, right? No, I don't. I have Carbuncle, but that doesn't really help me. Actually, I learned Remedy can clear this slow, and I would prefer not to be slowed if possible. Not that I think it's a huge disadvantage, but I just, with 3 people, I would like my turns not to be too delayed here. Yeah, as we can see, Thunder Rod, Thunder Sword do really, really well. Maybe I should have had block with the Thunder Sword. Well, Strago might be dead here. Yeah, there's not much I can do. He rolls high. I don't even know if it's a high roll. It's not. It seems like it's just a consistent roll. He's just dead. Oh. I thought something glitched out for a moment. Oof. High Realm. Nice of you to be here. It is boring at home. His name is Ultros. He is Octopus royalty. Locke, keep it in your head, man. I want to draw your portrait. You really do want a portrait. What are you talking about? Who wants to draw your picture? Alright, Locke, come on. Gonna give it a real try. Alright. Uncle Ulti really wants his portrait. I Do I still have to res? Yes. Alright, so we're going to res him, but then, yes, you need to just sketch with Realm. Just draw his picture, Realm. You're an octopus. Yeah. What do you mean were you never told? Of course you're an octopus. Oh, Realm, never change. No, Realm is a really good character. And obviously in the non-modded version, like, you get these characters pretty late, so they can run into problems where, with how the Esper level up system is in base Final Fantasy VI, you do run into issues where it's like they come at higher levels. Now, as the further the game goes, the easier it is to address those issues, but I'm happy. I like Realm. Anyways, she uses paintbrushes, but she can also use these rods. So if we look at the brush, so this one is a Kira brush. That's actually kind of cool. This looks like the mentoring gives you re-raise, I believe. Looks like you can also dual wield. That's actually crazy. Alright, yeah, let's have her dual wield for the moment. It's probably not going to be anything special, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and you're going to be in the macro, obviously. Let's give you a... the bandana gives you a bit more, but I think we're going to give you a stat hat. These seem pretty decent. Memento ring, I don't think we're going to want that. What do I have on Terra? So, Spirit Stone and Magic Cubes. We want a Spirit Stone because that's generally just really good. And then I think I'm going to give you an Amulet. Just to give you basically as many immunities as possible. Let's take a look. You can only get Ifrit. Ifrit. I don't know if I'm going to be giving you a bunch of speed. I think we're going to be waiting on your Esper levels till later. That's going to be a little unfortunate because if we look at her, she's already very fast. I mean, she's wearing a stat hat, so she has +5 speed, but still 40 plus speed already. Like, she has 10 more speed than both Strago and Terra. And she's, if she is at the same Esper level as Locke, she will outspeed Locke. And I don't think we need to go that much faster. I think 60 speed is probably pretty decent for most people. So yeah, her fight command will just heal people, and then we will sketch for everything else, and she'll have access to some, at least fire magic, after we come up some fights here. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch you back to the fire rod. I'm fine. Let's give you on the... Because you do fire damage already, we'll keep you on the electric sword. You're fine as is. Alright, so we'll just keep going forward. Hopefully there is a recover point. In here, that's not a recover point. That's a regular save point. Anyways, yeah, we can just attack our own people to heal. And she can dual wield for some reason, so. But yeah, as you saw earlier in the game, there was in Jador, I think it was Jador, we could get a brush. So this is the character that the brushes are for. I forget which one of these we go down, so we're just going to go down them all. I went down the wrong one. I think this is the... Yeah, that's the way forward. I don't want to go this way yet. I want to go the other two directions. Good job to me, I guess, picking the correct way first. Whoops. But we can show off Realm's ability here in a moment. Yeah, Locke, you don't do a lot of damage. I'm a little surprised. Anyways, we can sketch enemies. Please don't die, though. And that lets us use their abilities, basically. Holy Wind is amazing, actually. If you had more HP, which you don't. We'll use Ice 2 here. This should kill both of them. Holy Wind heals the entire party equal to Realm's HP. As we can see, Realm does not have a lot of HP. It'll probably be a bit until she gets a decent amount, but... Learned Holy Wind. Oh, wait! That's a lore! Oh, that's amazing. I didn't even consider that, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, well, you know what we're doing now. We're gonna be sketching everything with Strago in the party. So we want to go to the far one on the far right here, because this bottom one is the way forward. That top left is going to go to the left side, but we can get to the center from that left side, so we shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But I would like to get all of the items here, and we know that middle section is the place to go because, well, surprise, it's... Can you stop hitting her, please? I'm surprised it's the largest entrance, so kind of just telling you the way forward. What you got? Magnitude should do decent damage. Did really decent damage. Alright, so I can just kill you with a regular fire instead. We'll heal afterwards. Perfect. And at least she's getting Esper levels. The problem is she just has no HP. Yeah. Oh no, you already have. Yeah, this gives stat hats give plus 12% HP already. So, yeah, I might want to give you, since you're not really attacking, I'm going to give you a shield so you get a little bit more defense. And we get an X potion. We should hopefully also get a new piece of armor for her here soon. Let's go ahead and save here because we're not coming back up here, I believe. Well, maybe I should just to save, but if we go this way, we have the 2 exits on the left, and we would have jumped down into the center area. We will go towards the end from there. We're also running out of MP on Terra, so that's a little concerning. I did use a lot of it, but I didn't think I'd be running out this quickly. Also, we should have gotten at least a few levels here, so I should be able to learn. Alright, so now we just have the 1 Fire 2 spell. And yeah, so as we see here, we have both exits where we can get items, hopefully be good things. A Ninja Star, that's always really good. That's, according to the item description, the most powerful throwing weapon in the game, so that's really nice. Muddle, I do not like that. Thankfully we're going before you, but hopefully you don't... I was like, hopefully you don't actually hit anybody, because you have a magic sword on. Oh yeah, those things are dead. I probably should have waited for Sketch, but with Muddle, I do need to be careful. And here we get the Tabby Hide, which this is another armor. And this should be, yeah, halves earth damage. But it is pretty good. Yeah, it's a little lacking in defense, but what is the difference here? So the Gator Hide is stronger. We'll give, yeah, this to you, and then we'll give the Gator Hide to you, because it's a little bit more bulky. Right, yeah, then we jump back. Can I jump down here? Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, I guess we are going back up there then. That's my fault. Could have swore we could jump down from here to the middle, but I guess we will get up there to save at least one more time. No, Realm. Please don't take damage. Please stop attacking Realm. Yeah, the benefit of Sketch, though, is that it is 0 MP. It costs nothing, which is really, really nice. And you can get some decent damage out of it. I did not use Sketch nearly as much in my regular FF6 playthroughs, so I'm excited to see how well it will be here. Also, level 17, you could go for gaining a few levels, Realm. Kerblam! Anyways. Now we go up the center here. And then this is the way forward. So we'll go towards the end, I suppose. Racers? What? I'm presuming I might be able to steal something from them. They look somewhat humanish. Anyways, Sketch doesn't care about Mute, which is really, really nice. Yeah, that's a little bit less enjoyable. We're going to use Aqua Lungs. It hits both sides. But if anything survives, Terra will get an attack off. Should be able to finish them. Oh, okay. Good job, Strago. Hoping I don't have to use any items to heal MP. We will just be able to... we didn't take any damage from them? Oh, I guess it was just Mute. Oh, actually, here we are, and we're at the end. That was fast. They are. Looks like they're coming towards you. He's like, you got it. Time to go. Just kidding. There are people up there. Wait, why is our first reaction to start attacking them? Hello, Yura. It's because her dad is Maduin. Well, hold your horses there. The Empire have done no wrong. That was a very strong statement. Probably the statues would be my guess. I mean, let's be real here. If you showed up, or if someone showed up that you tried to open a gate from, and they just casually wiped your town off the map, you would probably be pretty terrified and want to forgive them for whatever, so they would stop doing that. Hello, General Leo. Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to put it behind us. Our job is finally to unlock Indeed it is, Realm. Ah, poor Locke. What? Kefka? I know that laugh anywhere. What are you clowning about now? Ah, get owned. Ow. We just met him. No. Can we get that Magitek, please? I would like that. Also, how do you have the power to just eliminate an Esper entirely when, like, 2 hours ago you didn't have that? Not enough burning. Oh no. Kefka, stop. The vicious laugh of the clown. Anyways, we get to play as General Leo. Look at this. Everyone okay? Alright, so Leo, level 22. You cannot look at his stuff, but we're going to put him in the front row, and we can do the review so we can see what he's holding. And as we see here, he has an Imperial Sword, a Hero Shield, the Minerva Armor, an Oath Veil. Minerva Armor and is very late game armor. It's really, really good. Oath Veil, I think you can get from a shop eventually. I forget exactly. They may have changed the name, but it is also another decent item. You have the Hero Ring and Leo's Crest. I don't actually know what Leo's Crest does, but I think the Hero Ring is renaming of the Offering, which gives you multi-hit, but I don't actually know for certain. So, and we can't actually see his skills, but yeah, we can go to status here. So yeah, Magic, 121. I mean, just look at his stats, man. 99 stamina, 99 speed, 119 vigor, 121 magic, huge defense, evade, magic defense, and he has shock, so yeah. Kefka. Time to end this. Anyways, here's Leo. I'm gonna show off shock because, yeah, did you see how fast that went off? Oh, he actually takes damage from that. Ah, interesting. Oh, that was fast. I kind of wanted to see his regular attack, too. Show yourself. No, I don't. You guys are making a terrible mistake. You've been fighting for the wrong side, Leo. No, we barely knew you, Leo, and now you're dead. Honestly, somewhat of a travesty to only see him attack once. It would be kind of nice to be able to see him a little more action, but not to be, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Leo. Wait, this is the sealed cave. This is not close to Thamasa. Well, the gate is open and their reinforcements are en route. Let's go. Except, Kefka seemingly has the spell to neutralize you all, so not really a good idea. This must be the thing I always remember. Yeah, like, oh no, this is Thamasa. I was like, there is a cutscene later, I believe, where it's like somebody flies past Jador going somewhere else in the world. It's really weird. Magitek Hocus Pocus. It's unfortunate we don't get to see who he is actually Magitek here, but clearly there are a lot of Espers heading this direction, and he is going to just keep collecting Magitek. Here's Ifrit. Not doing too hot, though. Yeah, you didn't hit him once. What are we doing? I don't have magic that powerful. That seems really strong. I guess Kefka's a lot stronger than he looks. It's a lot more Magitek. Well, shit. No, General Leo, we hardly knew you. No, literally, we hardly knew him. A little unfortunate, because I think he would have been a really, really fun character. His ability seems really, really good. It's full AoE. It looks like it has recoil damage, which would have been fine. But yeah, I think it would have been really nice. Interceptor? Wait, where's Shadow? Well, that's not good. You know, they're in the middle of Vector, I'm sure. Wait, this is the working airship. Oh, Edgar. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. Absolutely, Cyan. What a terrible waste. Yeah, we probably do need to rethink our plans. Sure, you have the most magic out of anybody in this group, so not most in quantity-wise, but like the magic stat. He's a blue mage. Hey, at least, you know, they said it. Yeah, he has pretty good stuff. I will probably try to look up documentation for the blue mage stuff. I'm really bad with Strago, I'm going to be honest. A lot of times I don't generally use him because you have to go get all of the blue mage spells, and then a lot of them, at least in the base game, were not that great. With your, oh my realm, please. Oh. That's way darker, by the way, than the base game. Wow. Base game is something like, I hope you know, don't grow up too fast. Here they're like, I hope you make it to 18. Yeah, that's, okay, Edgar, calm down. Anyways, let's get on the blackjack and we're gonna go look around. Uh-oh, they found statues? That's bad. Yeah, that's not good. What's wrong? Do you not feel what's about to happen? What's that noise? Also, where? I don't actually know where on the map this is. This specific, like, page. I know what they're lifting into the air, but nobody lives there. It's literally on an island that is uninhabited. It's where the sealed cave is. Nobody should be just randomly walking around there. It is literally an island, and they pick up the entire island. Like, it's gone from the map when you go down there. That bridge that goes over to the sealed cave is just... There's no island there anymore, so I don't know where they're ripping parts of the land apart to get this. Anyways, there's the Warring Triad. 3 statues they were talking about. Yeah, and you have a crazy right-hand man with Kefka, too. Nothing good, I'm sure. Certainly that is not what we want, Strago. I do like, however, that this translation is significantly more direct about what will happen if you move them. Anyways, yeah, now we have the option to go to the floating continent. We're going to do nothing, though. Yeah, we're going to go and take a look. We have a bunch of new characters here now. We're going to unequip everybody. And then we're going to switch our party around because, yeah, I'd like to... Kupo! Take a look at everybody we have. So as we see here, I mean, some people are really well off. Level 19, level 20, they have good Esper levels. And other people, not so much. So we're going to go through and probably do parts of the world. We're going to pick up new rages. I'm definitely going to bring Gao. I'd like to get Setzer some levels. I'd like to get Realm some levels. And then looks like, yeah, Celis probably needs some levels. Sabin, Edgar, Cyan. Like, they're a couple levels behind, but honestly, I probably don't need to do too much. There is documentation that eventually, like, everyone will be a similar level eventually. But I probably want to get Celis, Sabin, and Edgar a little bit more EXP Setzer as well. Just because, if you know, you know, but they will be somewhat important in the upcoming part of the game. And I'd like them to not be super far behind. That being said, going to the floating continent is basically a one-way trip. Once we complete that, we will move into a different section of the game, and we won't be able to do too much with the current like towns and things like that. We're going to be doing a bunch of side quest stuff that we can, so we're going to go do the Mobliz letter and Miranda letter sequence. We're going to get that item. We're going to get some rages for Gao. We're going to do a little bit of grinding here and there, but I'm going to try to separate it out so it's not all the same thing. And then when we get up to going to the floating continent, I will just be very forward with you. You can only take 3 people. So we're going to want a team of 3 that we know is going to go and be up there. And the team I want is probably, as much as I want Celis to be there, there's somewhat of a reason why you don't want her there, but unless she's forced, there's a different reason. So I will probably be taking Terra plus 2 people. I just don't know who it's going to be quite yet. There's a lot of the characters so far have been really, really good for me. So, but it'll probably be like Sabin, Terra, and somebody. Maybe Strago, maybe Realm. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, let's go ahead and get this party, and we will level you all up. And like I said, we're going to go get some rages first, because there's some new rages that I would love to have for people. For Gao. Let's go ahead and get you set up with a sword and pretty defensive setup here. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Is this considered? Yeah. It is. And we want to have a strong armor. So yeah, we have gold shield already. Is there another shield I would want? No, this is like the best shield. Yeah, and that's like the best armor too. I'd like the black belt for counterattack. And then probably it's going to be amulet or spirit stone. What does your Esper give you? It's bolt, mute model berserk, has ice, magic abate. I will give you siren. And then you need to learn stuff for phantom. That's fine. So mute model berserk. So we can give you a spirit stone, so you have other immunities. Gao, you get a shield. You can wear also the gator and tabby stuff. I'm going to give you the, I think the tabby one is better than Gaia gear. Kind of. You get a few other miscellaneous stats, like you get more speed and magic, but you get less vigor and stamina. Alright, we'll stick with the Gaia gear then. We'll give him the tiger mask as it has fire damage, so he has half damage on fire and earth, which is really, really nice. What does your Esper give you? Blind poison imp immunity. So we can give you blind poison. This is petrify, but no, we'll give you berserk immunity. And then I will probably give you white cape would be pretty good. I might just give you a life bell though. Yeah, giving you a life bell is nice. Setzer. I'm gonna set him up with a healing setup, since I have Celis in the front row. So I'm gonna give him a healing shiv and also a shield. You could probably dual wield. I don't think it would be really that big a deal, but I'm going to set it up this way. I'm gonna give him the gold helm, even though we could give him other stuff, but it gives him half water damage. taken anyways. And your Espers, what do you have? You have Shoat. You have Stamina. Okay. Doesn't really give you too much, but that's fine. Which means you will want... yeah, some protection against stuff. So Amulet. I don't really care about Petrify for you. Do you want the Magic Cube? No, probably not. I just give you the White Cape, right? Yeah, so you can still use stuff. Gives you a bit of speed, a bit of magic as well. Right, that should be fine. Alright, and Realm. We're going to give you your... oh, right, your brush also does healing. However, I don't think you need anything for brush to do sketching. We'll take a look at it, though. We're going to sit with the Gator Hide currently. Oh no, the hat doesn't give you additional HP, it's the stick that you get for the relic. Alright, and your Esper gives you half fire damage. That's actually okay. Alright, so I can give you an amulet, and then I think I'm also going to give you a... oh, I don't have another white cape. I guess we can just give you... I didn't actually realize, this gives you a lot of stamina and magic. Yeah, you get 7 magic, 7 stamina? That's actually kind of wild. Yeah, we'll give you this then. Alright, so we have decent setup here for people, which is kind of nice. Our goal basically is to be Esper level 10-ish. 9, I mean, anywhere from the 8 to 10 range seems fine. And I like their levels to be around probably 19 to 20. But we're going to go do some... what was I going to say? We're going to do... Gao's rage farming. But anyways, yeah, if we come down here, this is where the thing was, and there's the bridge, and the island is just gone. So, like, the island was not connected anywhere by land, which is why I'm confused. Where were those people that were in that cutscene? So, yeah. Anyways, one place I would like to go is Sen, and the reason for that is there's actually something here we didn't look at earlier. Well, I say earlier, but basically after we got out of the Magitek factory. I'm going to go ahead and save here. Yeah, if we go up this way, there should be... yeah, there's this guy here in the woods. Anyways, we can buy it for 3,000 gold pieces. We have an absurd amount of gold, so yeah, we're just going to buy it. You get a new Esper, Seraph, which if we look at it here, gives us access to regen, cure 2, and re-raise, or re-rise. And it gives you plus HP MP for your Esper level, which I think that's okay. And it blocks sleep, petrify, and death, which I think is going to be really, really good. So anyone that can use it, I don't know who else actually has access to it. Stamina plus 5. I'm probably going to give it to you, actually. This is what? Sleep, Petrify, Death? We have a little bit of overriding here, but I'm fine with that. But yeah, so we have things here. So he still needs to finish learning Shoat and Seraph. Oh, actually, he has an Esper level. I'm going to give him some HP, because he is currently behind. We're going to need to get him some levels, because, yeah, he is just not there. Anyways, if you come back to this guy later in the game, you can buy it for cheaper amount, like significantly cheaper amount. But I think it's more valuable to get it now, because, what are we at, 3,000? You just go farm a couple battles, buy it, it's fine. Anyways, we're going to head to the Veld first. No, actually, no, we don't need to head to the Veld. We're going to head to the mountain here. I hit the wrong button. There are some rages in this mountain, apparently, which we could have gotten earlier. Remember, we had access to the airship quite a while ago. We're going to do some farming here, and I believe the enemies we're looking for are outside. You don't have a lot of mana right now. we'll take a look at some of these rages afterwards. I could have mentioned it earlier, but yeah, we picked up a lot of rages, and some of them we have not shown off before. So, anyways, magnitude hits both sides. That's really nice. We know Realm absolutely stops them, so we're good there. I also think the best place to level is probably in, weirdly enough, the Sealed Cave is one of the best places, but there's another place which we will go look for afterwards. Alright, but yeah, let's take a look at these rages. So we picked up quite a few more than last time. Like I didn't have like Chicken Lip, even though it existed. Chimera, we fought this outside on Thamasa's island. This is a really good one. It's Aqualung or Fireball. Both are really good. We still have Albatross. We also picked up Exocyte, which I don't think I had before. Baller, which also has Magnitude. And Jin, which gives us Discord or Mute. So Discord is the Muddle Berserk that Cyan killed me with. We also picked up, where was it? There was another one down here that we picked up that was new. Oh, Sewer Rat. I somehow didn't have this. This Sewer Rat is from Narsh. Yeah, I don't get why we didn't have that. But then we had everything else. However, here, apparently there are 2 rages that we can get outside here, and that is, hopefully, yeah, this is one of them. The Kudzu, I believe, if I read the document right. It might be a lore, but we'll see. Poison? You're not immune to poison? Really? There we go. Switch you to the back row, switch you to the front row. Raid. Ooh, that's an okay sketch. Doesn't do anything if we're not missing HP though, it's literally just drain. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, they're a lot more specific. They're immune to whatever it does, but I'll take the win anyway. And we're looking for another rage here as well. Does anyone else have Remedy? No, it's just you. That's a little unfortunate because you don't have a lot of mana right now. Yeah, you will need to gain some levels then to gain your MP. Oh, you have an Esper level actually. Vigor, magic speed, magic, vigor, stamina. You have a lot of good options here. I'm gonna go with 1 level in Seraph. And again, I have looked into it. I don't know specifically where it is. However, you can apparently respec your Esper levels, so I'm not too married to them at the moment. I'm mainly just doing it for the ability to prop up some of our stats, because we are not really in like an amazing spot for them. Oh, I missed it. That's fine. Like, oh, you get healed by water. That's unfortunate. But now I know. At least we know fire one-shots, so we're good here. That means we know we can use Albatross. I'm trying to think of what would be the best place to level. I think it's going to be in Triangle Island, which we've not been to here. I have been to it though. Alright, so you don't have anything currently. I thought Locust had the ability to be... Alright, well, we messed up. It's fine though. I think Locust has a rage, but this might not be a rageable formation, since I think the other two don't. I do like how the game has, or the mod has treated Gao's rages, and that is you basically they pared down them to be 1/4 of the amount that exist. However, they all do something really, really good. I'd like to get you out of the front rope, please. Two regular fire spells look great here, even though I could have just pressed Albatross there. So yeah, Gao's rages are cut down to, you have 64 rages instead of 256. However, these 64 do amazing things. Like there's no randomness anymore. You can't just get regular attacks or nothing in some cases. And I really like that. Like, you basically have a 2/3 chance to do one thing, and you have a 1/3 chance to do something else. And both of those, generally speaking, are good. So I think that's really, really powerful. Because a lot of times with rages for Gao and base game, you're really just doing things very specifically for, you're looking for a specific combination. Like, I'll use one as an example that is generally very popular, is Cat Scratch from Stray Cat. Alright, you literally don't have anything. Alright, you have, wow, well, you also don't have anything. Cat Scratch from Stray Cat, which we have here, it gives you Snowball and the 3x attack. That in the base game is just, you get a regular attack, or you get Cat Scratch, which does 4x your physical damage, which is really, really good. When you think about it, you're like, man, that does a lot of damage. And you're right, it does do a lot of damage. However, you also run into the issue of you just get regular attacks instead of your Cat Scratch doing 4x damage. But you can build Gao in a way where the 4x damage is pretty consistent and really, really good just in general. So, like, you can set him up with, it's a build called Wind God Gao, and you basically make it where he is using the sword that Cyan has that does the Wind Slash, and then you just literally, you're throwing, 4x damage. Oh, I don't like this. No, you're probably gonna die, aren't you? Oh, you didn't, but you're in trouble. I don't know what to use on these guys. We'll use Vulture. Right, they do Holy Wind. But yeah, you can set Gao up with a lot of really nice things. Oh, we missed. In the original game, but the problem is with 256 rages, there's too many. Like, there's very few actual good ones. You could probably have maybe 20 or 30 really good rages. Probably upwards to 40 or 50 rages that are decent, but by and large, most of them are just not good, or they are just worse than others. So I like that they pared them down to 64, but all 64 seem like they're going to have some amount of usefulness. So I do like that. Anyways, this group I picked does not have a lot of HP. Hoping us getting a few levels should fix that, but yeah, I'm going to try to separate it out so it's not just the same, grinding in the same area over and over again. Anyways, we're still looking for that one rage. I'm hoping we will get it outside here. Because I think it was later in the dungeon where I saw it. Oh, we keep running into these kudzus and they keep doing back attacks. I don't like this. Please stop. Oh, I hope Drain doesn't kill you, by the way. You're good. Just cast ice on you, it's fine. Yeah, not too bad. They don't have that much HP. What did we just learn? That realm that learned something? Hey, wow, you learned re-raise? Interesting. I mean, that's really nice. I'm happy to have that, but I did not expect you to have that. We will use a warp whistle to get out of here, so that's why I'm not too worried about going too far into the dungeon here. Dungeon, cave, mountain, whatever it is. How have we not seen what I'm looking for? We're looking for the locusts, the flyers, to be by themselves or to be with the kudzu, the flower dudes, because you can. Both of them are rages apparently. Also, a nice thing about Sketch here is we can be muted and it still goes off. Oh, I should be doing stuff with you. Not that anymore, oh well. I don't actually know what they're weak to. Well, they're weak to dying. That's one way to put it. One way to do it. I could have swore we saw this formation just out here towards the end. Yeah, here we go. This is the formation I'm looking for. Alright, there we go. We will use Fire 2 on everything. Nice. Solitaire. And Ice on everything. Just kidding, we only needed Fire 2. Get wrecked. Anyways, let's take a look at those two rages and see what we get from them. And then we're going to go somewhere else. So that was the Locust and Kudzu. So Kudzu is Regen X, so that's regen on your whole party, as well as Raid, which is basically just Drain. And the other one was Locust, which is Gale Cut or Mirage. I think that's going to be a really good one. Anyways, let's use a Warp Whistle and get out of here. We can buy these now. You can get them at Thamasa, I think is where we got it. We're going to take a look around. Well, we're going to save first before we go anywhere, because if I run across a Chimera, it has a chance of just killing me, and I'd like to not immediately die. Oh, we can leap on these two. Excellent. Oh, you have a lot of HP. Ooh, I don't know where they all are. No, we missed. Could have been so close to greatness, Setzer. I'm not any good at his slots, so I'm kind of happy that his failure slot is so much better for actually healing. Lagumor, the rabbit that pops up in front of him when he fails his slots. We got life for Celis. It heals a lot more here than it did in the base game, so I like that. Anyways, Adamantite, we get Holy Wind, or you just get an attack. I wonder if a lot of these can be learned for Strago. I don't know. Alright, we should always save. Yeah, we'll do a couple more minutes here, but then I will do since we're nearby, I will go do the Mobliz letter sequence, because we get an item from that. We already have one of them, but having a second one is going to be really nice. Are you just dead, Realm? You're just dead. No, you're not dead. Yes, you are dead. Go ahead and use Vulture here. Switch rows, and you switch rows. We'll cast life on her in a moment. decent amount of healing. Go about. Nope. We'll get healing, though. Although life should put her close to full HP. I don't think his Razor Leaf kills here with their healing. Yeah. Well, we should heal, so we should be at full HP. As long as Realm... Oh. I didn't realize. Apparently, if she's not alive when he actually completes his slots, she doesn't get healed. Interesting. Oh, right. There's her healing. I was thinking we were going to attack the enemy. What a fool I am, thinking that was going to be the case. Anyways, let's go do the letter quest real fast. We will keep getting levels on them, but I'm going to try to break up the... grinding a little bit, because we have to get to a lot of characters. I'm going the wrong direction. Need to go talk to this guy first. Anyways, we come in here, we look at the letter here. Oh, I guess we need to talk to this guy. Yeah, that was a long time ago, buddy. I'll never see Lola again. Will you read it for me? Yeah, we can read this for you. Can't get used to the Imperial troops walking the streets of Miranda, but otherwise things are okay. Come back to me, Lola. While we're going in between these, by the way, because we do need to fly to Miranda every time we send one of these, we will probably stop by and do some other stuff. Or actually, no, we're just going to do it in order. That way we don't get sidetracked. But anyways, if we aim this direction, we should run into Miranda pretty quickly. Anyways, as we see here, all of the troops are gone because of what we did at the dinner. Were we not supposed to see? I hope I didn't mess anything up. I wonder if they changed it. You're supposed to be able to read what you sent them. Basically, when you leave Mobliz and then come back in, if you've sent a letter, it should have replied, or she should have replied, and you get a new letter here. No? Did I screw up? Pretty sure I hit the right button. What did I do wrong? I am confused. What did I do? Was I supposed to do this earlier? No, I should be able to... Yeah, so we already sent it, so why has it not progressed? Alright, now I'm confused. I don't get it. We're supposed to be able, because I sent it to, yeah, I sent things all over. How can I help you? Well, we sent post to Miranda. Can we get that back? I don't think it comes up as, pretty certain it's not like an item you get. Hope I didn't need to do this earlier. Because we could have done it the first time we got access to the airship. I just didn't because I was like, oh, we'll do it later. I'm not too worried about it. wonder if there is, Well, yeah, can you send him a letter back? Hold on, we need to look. I'm gonna look at this real fast. I'm pretty certain you're supposed to be able to do this at any time, at least currently. But let me take a look. Unless they changed it. I feel like letters. Let's take a look here. I guess wait, we have the other file we can look at. I have one other place I'm going to check real fast. I apologize, but I would like to know so I can show this off. Maybe I should have looked at this beforehand, but I was kind of under the impression that it was the same. You can hear my keyboard in the background. Yeah, so it does say that this should be available. I don't understand why it wouldn't be. I'm gonna have to look that up then. I apologize. I would presume that this would have been still like the same thing here. But yeah, I'm somewhat confused. These are all a bunch of like just other things about the game, but I'm just looking quickly up to see. Yeah, the side quest doesn't seem to be listed. Yeah, well, that's kind of annoying. Is there a cutoff for this? Oh, I see. Okay, let me try one more thing, because yeah, it has been such a long time. I thought we just went here, but it seems like you need to trigger an advancement in the plot, or basically the game, so we're going to quickly do this. I kind of forgot about this because it's been such a long time. We'll spend 200 gil, it's fine. But in reality, we would sleep at Mobliz in the relic shop. You get the free bed. Basically, the game has to like advance some amount, and then it should update this. Since we're here, we should be able to see. But I might need to just keep sending things from Mobliz. Okay, so nothing's changed here. Yeah, he only sent one letter. Let's go back to Mobliz then and see if it's changed now. But if it is something that is truly missable, I mean, I thought it wasn't missable yet, but maybe I was indeed supposed to do this earlier. But you can just laugh at my ineptitude here, or forgetfulness, because yeah, it's been such a long time. Oh, I went to the wrong place. I need to go to this guy's house. Move, please. No. Okay, I'm very confused. Yeah, we should be able to keep sending letters. I don't understand why. I may have to table this for now and look later to figure out why this isn't... Oh, here's another letter now. Okay. Why did talking to the thing actually make that work? Okay, so I guess there is no... I thought we would see the other side. Yeah. Anyways, so what we're going to do is on our way out, we will talk to a vendor. Very weird that it was talking to a shopkeeper that made that change. I'm going to go quickly over to Miranda. And we're going to... should be able to see what she says, which, I mean, last time she said he only sent one letter, and now we sent a record, so hopefully we will get a response to that. Sorry for my forgetfulness. I'm surprised it had to be that way for setting up talking to the shopkeeper. So we talked to her again. Did we not send you a record? But hey, I mean, their conversation changed, so clearly we're doing something. I know I could edit all this out, but I'm going to keep it in because I already spent a bunch of time. All right, well, another letter. I guess she doesn't really say much anymore. All right, we're going to send her a tonic this time. And instead of looking at the shops here, I think there's an easier one to talk to in Miranda. I wonder if I have to talk to them in Mobliz to progress. Yeah, we sent a tonic. Hopefully to make her mother a little bit better here. Wait, what? The game is trolling me. Okay, so I guess they changed the dialogue so it's less on her reacting and more just you just have to keep doing it. That's kind of trolly. I did kind of like the semblance of like the lady is like, oh, I appreciate, you know, he sent me this, he sent me this. But I guess it's literally just keep sending things. Wait, let me actually open the menu just in case. I'm still going to go look. See if she says anything else. Yes, you could have done this significantly earlier. In the game, you did not have to wait until now. I'm just doing it to go back and forth and see what Lola is saying. Even if, alright, we should, even if it's the game trolling me, because, I don't know, this is, they changed, I kind of like it. Not saying it's like, man, they're being trolly, but I just think it's interesting to see what they changed for the game, because that's kind of why I'm playing this. I do wish it would put me on the other side of town here, though. It would be a lot faster to reach her house. I'm going to run through the entire town when there's an exit right there. Anything else? I guess not. So it looks like now they're just generic responses to what we've sent. So I'm guessing there is nothing else. And I know this is rather tedious and probably boring. Another letter. Alright, well, I kind of feel somewhat bad. The fact that Lola doesn't have any other real conversations, we could have just done this significantly earlier. We didn't actually have to wait to see her reactions. We should be getting close to the end. There's only a few more, I believe. As we zoom away. Also thinking of where I want to actually grind some. Alright, Lola, what do you have to say now? Or is it going to be another trolly message about nothing I sent and more about... Okay, yeah, you just say generic things. Would have been nice to have a little more response from her, from his letters. I thought in the original you could actually see, like there would be letters on her desk, so you could actually read them, what you sent. So she could, you could actually see what we're saying to her. But that appears to not be the case. Wait, what? I see. Alright, well we get a life bell. So we got one of those already from the dinner banquet, but now we have a second one. I think... Yeah, okay, so we are done the Miranda letter side quest. That is it. So we sent a bunch of letters. In the modded version, she doesn't have any responses, and you don't get to read any of the letters. That's a little unfortunate, but is what it is. So we're going to head up to this other island. I haven't actually shown this island off yet, but we're going to land here, and I can explain what this island is. So this island is Triangle Island, and this is one of the probably best places to grind magic points in this part of the game. However, in the mod version here, this forest here, they have made it where if you, it can have any like permanently missable whatchamacallit. I just realized I need you off the blood sword, please. Any permanently missable rage formations will show up here. So this is a place where we can write. You have to use something that's not, can't have physical attack. I think I need to put you on Vulture. Let's go ahead and cure. That should be good enough. But anyways, these guys give quite a bit of EXP. Setzer is dead. Whoops. My bad, Setzer. Yeah, but like 400-ish EXP, and I should be able to clear them a little more easily once I have a working solution for this team. I say that in terms of like what I should be using for them. Because currently I don't know what I should be using for them to defeat them. But anyways, yeah, this forest is unobtainable rage formations that exist in this part of the game. So the sealed cave is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. We can't get in there, but we have to be able to get in here and do... Yeah, we're just going to attack you though. Get these rages somehow, so... But also, as we see there, Rasp is a good way to... defeat undead enemies. I didn't really use this when I was going through and like actually showing, but because I kind of forgot, honestly. But in one part of the game, somebody does say, "Hey, you can get rid of enemies like undead enemies by draining their MP, because their MP is the only reason they're still around." So you can kill these guys by just casting Rasp on them, or you have like Cyan use his Mind Blow, which is his level 2 Bushido. And yeah, as we see here, we get around 60-ish Esper points. And we get around 300 to 400 EXP, depending on which formation we get, which if you look at this is not that bad for leveling up. However, yeah, we are somewhat low level. I don't know what spawns on the outside here. It should be a Flans. I thought it was going to be something else, but Flans are another rage, I think, yeah. I don't know how much damage they need to take to be defeated. Mass slow, okay. It's a nice sketch. And it didn't fail, so that's also really nice. I have no idea what they're weak to, though. I'm hoping it's ice. If not, I'm kind of confused as to how I'm going to kill them. We're going to kill them that way. Good job, Setzer. Also 400 EXP. That's really, really nice. The only thing I would say is I wish we had battle music. Alright, what did that give us rage-wise? A Flan. So we have life or slow. Alright, that's not bad. I want to say I thought there was, let me save. There should be a big guy around here. We haven't seen yet. But that's possibly changed, so. Plan, I'm fine with these. We can try to... Oh, we messed up. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and scan them just so I can see. If I know what they're weak to, we can use something. Whether it's like, they're obviously immune to fire and ice. 300. No weaknesses. Yeah, they're weak to something. What ignores defense? Do I have anything that ignores defense? I don't think so. Yes, and they have regen, so Albatross shouldn't do anything. I don't know what I want to use on them. Alright, we'll use Chimera. I don't think it'll work, though. Yeah, see, this does 0 damage. That's the problem. I need something that ignores defense, I presume? Well, like, Setzer can get through with slots, but yeah, it looks like everybody else is not going to be able to do anything. I need to get really good at his slots, then. So... Oh! Oh. Gotta be something. None of this goes through defense, I think. Guards. Oh, dice. We could get dice off the ship. That makes sense. I think they're immune to this. Yep. I also don't have a way to... I can try Dispel? Oh, they're gonna run away. I see. Well, that's annoying. They are good EXP, though. But we need something like a guaranteed way to... Also, we get spell points even if they run. The item I would want, I don't have. But there is a... We can run by and get one. And we can look at rages. I think that will be a very easy way to get... Oh yeah, we forgot to also go to Doma. Let's do this while we're here. I'm going to go a little long today, because I'm going to go back there and grind a little bit. Hopefully get to level 20. But yeah, we can do Doma and get all the treasure chests here. I forget where they all are, so I'm just going to run around until we find them all. Oh yeah, but there is an item that I have not been purchasing yet that does exist for Celis and Terra. Both of them can equip it, and it ignores defense. Do we need to rest, actually? Yes, we should rest. I'll take the free rest while we're here. Not that it's really needed. But then we also need to see if Gao has a rage. Obviously, Setzer can get around it with his slots. But I don't think we have any other way to get around defense otherwise. This was Cyan's room. I'll take the free item. Thank you. The bed is further out than... I thought the bed originally was up against the wall, but that's fine. It'll be a while until we, is there really anything here? I say that, I guess we did get rid of all the troops, so... The treasure room is outside, and it's like a very long way around. So this door here takes us outside, and now we get to run all the way around the castle. I think we can get out on the bottom floor, too. Anyways, there's a sword, so that's really nice. The Mirasame. And we get a power glove. That actually is the only two things here. I don't think there's anything on the other side here. Yeah, this is can't walk past that. And we were already downstairs. Yeah, so that was it. I think that's everything. But we don't have Cyan in our party, so we're not going to look at that. Yeah, Doma, free items. Make sure if you got rid of the... Actually, just make sure. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, make sure if you did do well enough at the banquet to get rid of the soldiers, they would just be standing in front of the door here, but you can come in and get that item. That sword, I believe, is pretty good. So yeah, we will take it. I'm trying to remember where I can go to get this item. I think Sen has one. And if that is the only enemy there, we can also use, make use of a different thing as well. No, it's not here. I forget exactly where it is. You'll have to bear with me, trying to just remember where it is. Not one of these towns had it. I know Vector does not have it. Might be Miranda. If not, they're one of the towns up north definitely has it. At least two towns, I believe, have this weapon I'm looking for. Just a matter of where. I know Albrecht doesn't have it because that had the daggers. Oh, this is an armor shop. Whoops. Yeah, the armor shop's definitely not going to have it. My bad. Here it is, a Morning Star. So the Morning Star, this ignores defense. So we're going to buy one of these. Terra and Celis both can use this. We also have this Jimanji. We'll buy one. I'm sure we could buy one later as well, but I'll just get it now while we're here, so I don't forget. Yeah, and she, nothing has changed here with her. Miss my love, well, go visit him then. He is in Mobliz. He hasn't moved anywhere. Right, we're going to set up Celis here real fast, and I think this will be pretty good. I believe this will be something that works out. We can go down here and get Setzer his dice. Basically, this is going to be Setzer's fixed damage weapon, where it always hits. It just does a fixed amount of damage, but you will have to, deal with the fact that it's not going to do much damage. So it's Alright, let's test this out. So you can get the Morning Star. And I'm going to give you a couple other things, because they don't really attack. So we're going to give you the, where are these sprint shoes? Sprint shoes, and then we're going to give you, where is it? Not Power Glove. Do I not have? I don't. I'll get it by next time for whenever we set it up. Anyways, we'll take Black Belt to guarantee attacking hits. But what I was going to look for was the Berserk item. I don't think it's the Power Glove. It's supposed to be Hyper Glove. I just never bought one. Anyways, Setzer, we can give you your dice. Kind of the same thing. I don't have any extra sprint shoes, but I should give you the Black Belt. Actually, this always hits already. Yeah, this already always hits. Alright, we're good. So we should take a look at how this looks against these flans, if that is the only thing here. I believe these should do enough to get through their defenses. Oh, and we didn't leave any rage that goes through defense. That mine might. Wind Slash also might. Gale Cut, maybe? We will give a couple of these a try. Yeah, so we'll give the Repo Man a try. So I think Step Mine ignores defense. It was based on damage. Oh, actually, look, here's different stuff. Of course, I said that, and now we immediately get different things. Against you all, we want Rain Man, please. Yeah, we can't Runic with this, but that's okay. And if only I was that good against plans. Not missing. But anyways, this set of Vulture Rhydons, these are from the Magitek Factory. Oh, another place that has really good EXP. If you remember the Chasers, as we were running away, yeah, 200 EXP per, and it should be a relatively easy fight. But the Chasers, as we were running away from the Magitek Factory, gave like 500 EXP. They're not a rageable formation, so it's kind of not something we're really going to have to worry about. Let's do Vulture. I do wish we had regular battle music here, though. I was kind of hoping we'd be fighting Flans again, because it kind of set people up to be anti-Flan and not anti-other things. But it looks like our goal is going to be a few more Esper levels, and then probably 1 to 2 actual levels on each person. I'd like to get this group done, because then next time we can not have to worry about them. Alright, at least I'm getting better with... Oh, that's definitely not Albatross, by the way. Not that it's needed. Ooh, Adamantite has safe. That's really nice. Ah, there they are. This is what I was hoping for. So, Repo Man, take a look at that, and then we can take a look at how much you guys do. Yeah, so we just one-shot, we ignore your defense entirely. That mine hopefully ignores their defense, but maybe not. It does? Alright, perfect. So we have many ways to deal with them. And as we see there, unfortunately, oh, they escaped really quickly, though. Yeah, this is why I wanted to give Celis Berserk, because then I wouldn't have to deal with it. But it looks like they did not stick around that time. But again, those are just really easy kills now. And that's 400 EXP divided by 4. You could technically do it with less. If you had, you could bring like 1 or 2 people, and then they would get significantly more EXP, but then obviously you'd have to defeat them with less people. But it feels like as long as you have 1 or 2 people that can get around the defense by ignoring it, whether it's the Morning Star there, or we have other things. Cyan has Dispatch, Saban has Pummel, we have Step Mine there, we have Dice with Setzer. If he rolls well, sometimes he won't. Try to hit all bars. Oh, we did. Let's go. I don't think they'll actually damage the flans, but yeah, I was kind of hoping to hit the flan with that Celis. Anyways, I hope you like Terrorist Theme, because that's what we're listening to. Oh, Black Belt. Let's go. Justice. Oh yeah, Bar is literally, it just summons random Espers. By the way, we haven't seen this yet. That's Alexander. Oh, he dead. Very nice. Yeah, Triple Bar just is a random summon, and apparently it's from stuff you don't have yet as well. So yeah, I'll take that. That's really nice. But anyways, yeah, this Triangle Island is probably the best place for us to grind. It's a little unfortunate that the original mob that is here doesn't exist anymore. It looks like, at least not in this part. It used to be that there was something called an Intangier that existed on this island. And it was basically an invisible foe that if you killed them would give you 10 magic points. And I think a decent amount of gold, and maybe also EXP. I forget the EXP part. It might not have given any EXP, it might have just been... You have so much. Yeah, the problem is I'm not going to be using you for a bit. It's going to be a while until we get Realm, an Esper that I care for. I can probably give you some plus speed, but honestly, you're not going to be using too much. Anyways, Celis, I'm going to give you 1 more of HP there. And then I'm going to... Yeah, weirdly enough, I'm going to give you some Vigor and Stamina. I don't want to spoil too much. It's going to be inevitable. Celis is going to be really important in the near-ish future. We're not taking her to the next area, but we are indeed taking her to, soon after, to another area, which she will be very pivotal in. And we want to make sure that she is adequately statted and leveled, that she doesn't run into too many problems. Mostly, can you... I was gonna have you heal, and I realized you're holding fixed dice. Yeah, those guys are probably the weakest EXP-wise. Really want to see Flans. I'll go a couple more minutes here, but next time we will probably switch this group around to other stuff. And it may also be better for me to be in the forest, just going up against the undead guys. Because I can, what I can do is I can rasp them to death. But they also get good EXP. The double Zombone formation gives 400 EXP as well. But yeah, it feels like flans are not nearly enough. I also have no idea where flans are supposed to naturally spawn, if I'm being quite honest. What am I doing? Oh, you were so fast, gal. I was kind of hoping to get rid of the bottom guy first. I like to heal. You do have to be mindful that his life shaver right now probably could just one-shot anybody, but you're gonna hex. That's fine. Yeah, this fight here, not as bad, and yeah, 300 EXP. So, like, this group is, I mean, these formations in the forest here could generally be really, really strong EXP-wise. It's probably going to be the best place for us to get any amount of farming done before we go up to the floating continent. Which won't take long. I only have a couple more characters that I really care to get any amount of... I hope that doesn't kill Celis. It might. It did. That's annoying. I'm waffling around on what I want to do here. I have to basically wait for her to get up to actually use these slots. Just kidding, we're gonna make a giant summon, okay? Please don't kill Celis. Please don't kill Setzer. Ruby Blast, this is Carbuncle? Wait, isn't this gonna give me Reflect? Oh, no. No, Setzer. Alright, let's get rid of one of these guys, please. However, you do have to deal with this if you're not fast enough. People dying. Our next set of characters are not going to be as frail, so I'm not too worried about this. I did not really think this through when I brought this group together, because they are not nearly as durable as some of our other groups. Anyways, just in case you survive. You shouldn't, but just in case. Close are you? I'm fine with you. You're a couple battles off. I'd like you to be level 18. That's all I would care about. Let me see, if I get him to 18, we will be done here. And then I will go, basically, when getting on the airship, we're going to go rest. Wait, look, we have battle music now. Wait, what? We can still reach this group, by the way. Very curious as to why it exists. And this is in the South Figaro Cave. We have access to this. Very weird that this gives us combat music, but the other stuff doesn't. It's kind of funny. Anyways, you don't have cure. That's kind of annoying. Also, that battle is really bad for EXP. I didn't realize we could get it in this forest, so maybe I don't know. Okay, we're fighting them again. I don't like that. These guys give no EXP, so... wonder what decides what fights you get here, because like we should just be getting sealed cave stuff. Clearly we're not. Oh, but these don't give a lot of EXP. Yeah, 50 EXP is not good enough. I also forgot to be checking people's SP. So you are on your last spell. You've been done. Alright, you are now done, and you've been done. Sweet. So just 2 more for Celis. And Setzer should be, as soon as he hits his next level, we will be done. And then we'll pick this up tomorrow. Sorry for the longer episode today. It was nice to do a long episode, but I spent a lot of time the last couple days getting caught back up because of the corrupted file. So yeah, yay. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that. I'd like to just kill them. Like a Razor Leaf from Gal, that would kill them, or I could have not messed up Setzer slots and that would have also killed them. We're like 2 or 3 battles away for Setzer to be his next level. It's like Celis also should be done her final spell now. Alright, there you go. So Celis has all of the spells she has access to currently, which is really nice. Be really good for the next section of the game that she is in. Oh, look, Flans, I like this. This is 400 EXP. Well, we screwed up. Good job. It might not be 400 EXP then, because I am bad. Yeah, we know this. You already don't do anything. Little bunny. Alright, well there's 200 EXP. No, they're running away. Don't run away. So rude. Only 150 actually. I guess we needed to kill them all. I thought they gave 400. Oh, you know what? I didn't even consider this. I am guessing that it is a dynamic EXP where, based on our levels, determines how much EXP they give, which is probably why some of them start to give less and less EXP. That's why the 2 Zombones gave 250 instead of 400. I didn't even consider that. Also, I thought that would not be row dependent, but we will just probably screw up here, because you're going to hit the top one, I guess. No, you hit the bottom one. Perfect. Alright, good. We got both of what we wanted. We'll just fire to you. It didn't kill, really. Wait, isn't that a Centurion? Do I have that rage? No. Am I a fool? Did I not see if I could rage that? Or leap onto that? The only thing on this island, by the way, I did mention it a while ago, but the only thing that exists here are rageable formations, so I'm somewhat curious as to... Was I just not paying attention? Alright, Celis, you need to be in the front row for this. Also, please stop attacking Realm. I'm really bad at his slots. So you need to do more damage, Realm. You're so close, but if only you did a little more. However, the only Esper she has access to right now gives her plus speed, so she's not going to increase her magic for quite a bit. Alright, there's Setzer's level and Gal got a level. I'm not worried about the Centurions. I will look between now and next episode if they're an actual rage. And if they are, I mean, I'll keep him in the party and we can get him the rage as needed. But otherwise, yeah, we're done for now. And we're going to, like I said, we'll obviously start on the ground there. But we're going to be getting a couple other characters done. Basically done. So, like, level 19, I think is fine. Level 18, also fine. Esper level, like these Esper level 7s, I think they're okay. So in reality, we're actually pretty good here. I would like to get Sabin, Edgar, and Cyan, just 2 levels. And then we will head off to the floating continent afterwards. I think I've done everything I wanted to before we head that way. But if I think of anything, I will make sure we do it next time before we head that direction. But yeah, we'll be getting these few, and I don't know, I guess we'll have Mog or Gal. If we find out that Rage is, I can get Centurion, I will have Gal back in the party. But otherwise, I think everyone else is decent enough level. Maybe give Mog a level, who knows. But otherwise, I think we're done, yeah, because I'm not going to be taking these guys. I'll probably be taking Sabin, but I will probably not be taking Edgar or Cyan up to the floating continent. Spoiler, we're only going to be able to take 3 people, so it's going to be Sabin, probably Terra, and then, I don't know, I might bring Mog, or I can bring Strago. I think Realm doesn't have enough spells, like she has 3 spells. Sketches would be nifty, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.